Mr. Miège, you are the Chief Economist in the Environment Directorate of the European Commission. The Commission and the OECD are just two of many institutions that are looking at the question of how to measure progress and the well-being of societies. Why is it that this subject has acquired such importance in recent times?
Well, essentially, before the crisis, we had the belief that economic growth would automatically and by itself bring improved well-being for all, and that in an endless way. And to a certain extent, this was supported by experience. We had, since the war, 30 years of continuous growth and improved living standards that many benefited from. But since the crisis, this sort of a naive belief has been shattered to pieces, and the economic, financial, social and ecological crisis have led us to revise our stance on that.
So does that mean that the notion of gross domestic product, or GDP, is now outdated and we'll have to find something else? And if so, what should we be looking at?
Well, GDP is still useful. We need to measure our economic activity, our economic output. It is well established. It allows international comparison and comparison over time. So it's a good instrument for piloting the economy. However, we need now increasingly to take into account other aspects, social disparities, inequalities, also environmental consequences of the growth that we promote, and these have to be factored in, and GDP does not, as it stands, take them fully into account.
Can we suppose then that we will have sooner or later some new ways of measuring societal progress, and how soon could that be?
Well, we need not to. Our belief in our stance in the European Commission is not to change GDP, but to complement it. To complement it with other metrics, which would be more provide a more inclusive picture of the progress in society. Measures on the environmental side, and we are working on a composite environmental index, but there are already other metrics that could also be used for certain purposes, like the carbon footprint or the ecological footprint. We need also to look at the social side of things and to measure more precisely the disparities and the inequalities, not only in our societies but also worldwide.